What's up, Ninja Online guys? Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Revelations. This is chapter 33, and we're going to try to do the Desmond levels here. Hopefully. I know when I first tried this in the intro, I was having some difficulties. I had to screw around with some stuff. We'll see how this goes here. I might have those same difficulties. Yep, okay. Okay. We should be good.
Incredible. This must be the core of the Animus. No simulations, no environments. I can't even feel my own body. Everything's just raw data. So am I still me, or am I some kind of computer program?
So the Desmond missions here, the Desmond levels, they're basically it's kind of like Mirror's Edge in a sense. We're gonna be doing some first-person platforming. And like I said, this will give us some backstory. Just kind of unique for Assassin's Creed, right? Obviously, we're not used to first person.
I was born here. The farm. Yeah, they called it the farm. My parents, 24 couples, some kids, a community. Hidden away.
So we're gonna just sit
Small
back,
houses
relax,
in the
and
Black
enjoy
Hills. Right. The clear skies, wood smoke, wind, the stink of gasoline, generators running day and night. I remember. We lived simply, almost like nomads. So far from everything. Ready to pack up and go at the drop of a hat. If we were discovered. If they found us.
So here we get to learn a little bit about Desmond's home, the farm.
The farm. It wasn't much of one, was it? Not a proper farm. We grew some food. I don't remember any animals, though. Maybe a few dogs. The Assassins. I was born into it. I didn't choose. It was like a birthright. You are an assassin, they told me. What did that even mean?
Some moving platforms.
Ever since I was young, they never stopped saying it. You are an assassin. You are an assassin. And this is our creed.
Nothing is true.
What did that mean? A world without purpose?
Everything is permitted.
Everything is permitted?
So if we fall down, it's not the end of the world. We just kind of get reset. We
They're
get
looking
deleted.
for us, and they will not stop until every one of us is dead.
Yeah, I believed for a while. But I never understood. That's the trouble when you're born into something. Belief without understanding. Everyone was so serious. Scared, too. All that talk of assassins and Templars. The end of the world.
And that's the end of the level.
Live by the creed, Desmond. Empower yourself.
I thought that was the end of the level. This is the end of the level, I'm pretty sure, right?
Every man has his limit, I guess. I can't remember when I stopped believing. When I stopped caring. God, it all sounded so stupid. I couldn't hear the word Templar without laughing. And assassin? Forget it.
Oh. Just want to go further down a little bit more.
An ancient war, they said. An endless struggle. But I never cared. Who knew it was possible to bore a kid with war stories?
Seriously? Alright.
I guess I was lonely. Alone in a crowd. If I could have told them that, maybe they would have listened. If only I could go back. If I could tell them I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I missed the jump. Desynced. Deletion. I swear I thought I had had that close enough. It's gonna be so annoying switching back and forth. That was the first level. The early years. I should remember to do that real quick, but 1 second. There we go. I had an alarm set on my phone. I just want to make sure I turn that off. Be going off in a couple minutes. So we did the first level. Let's jump into the second level here. These levels won't take terribly long. So, Desmond's Journey Part 2. Training. I'll have to look at this when I get it into editing, but it should be good. It's just gonna be weird, all the switching back and forth.
Memory sequence archived. Recalibrating Animus idle parameters.
The morning bell. God, I hated that. Ringing 5 days a week just before dawn. Up before the birds. Me and the other kids.
Started
Come on,
moving
Desmond,
back.
get up, no lagging.
Sketched me out.
Exercise. Mandatory. A dip in the creek to get clean, then oats with butter and apple juice for breakfast. Ugh. I must have walked 1,000,000 miles before I was 10. But it was nice. I liked those days out in the hills. The hush, the open air, the deep dark of the forest. Crunch of boots on the dry ground. Can you see Rapid City from here?
No, that's much further east.
is almost like reminiscent of Portal, which ironically I've never played. Yes, that's right, I can't touch those things. And can't do that. I'm just gonna drop this a little bit. Seriously, I hit the fucking thing, man. That sucks. I think I'm trying to go down, right? That was close. I'm gonna lie about that. How I was supposed to do it is just place it and let it come down, I think. It's all good. Gotta get up, right?
What is this war about? What are we fighting for? They never told me much. Just enough. They kept things shrouded. An air of secrecy. For my own good, they said. So we stayed hidden. Away in the Black Hills. If anyone ever knew who we were or what we were doing, there'd be trouble.
They're everywhere, Desmond. They have their hands in everything. Politics, war, finance, high-tech, agriculture. People are asleep. And while they dream, Abstergo builds a nightmare.
Abstergo. The first time I saw that name, it was on the side of a bottle of ibuprofen. Mom laughed when I asked her about it. Can't get away, she said.
Well, we pick our battles, I guess. So many to choose from.
She told me the average American household contains 36 Abstergo-owned products at any given moment. If you tried to purge them from your life completely, it would be a full-time job. So this was it. The global conspiracy Abstergo. Fingers in every pie. Governments, corporations, universities. Mom and Dad made it sound so scary. But it didn't feel scary. An enemy has to have a face, but all I could see was a bottle of painkillers.
I'm only cheesing this a little bit, by the way. That's not the intended way at all. Switch mid thing there. Yes, this is more of like a puzzle walking sim than anything
What
else,
scared
obviously.
me was the training. Sweat, tears, bloody lip every once in a while.
Focus, Desmond, focus.
How far were they going to push me?
Strength, speed, agility. No excuses.
Couldn't stand it. What was the point? For years and years, I thought some major catastrophe was on the horizon. I didn't know what to expect.
Actually, just gonna ride this out. Stop there.
One day
Ah,
you'll
you bitch.
understand. You'll see all this unease
that
will
up.
be worth something. I promise.
If they'd been more open with me, if they'd shown me things, taken me places, maybe it would have made more sense.
That's it for that one. Two down, 6 to go, I believe it is. It sucks because I can't run in that, so. Alright. We got number 3, escape. It's weird that this has a different window completely than the actual core game.
Memory sequence archived. Recalibrating Animus idle parameters.
I wanted out. I wanted my own life, to live my own way.
So the first one basically teaches us the basics of this whole part of the game, which is using your shapes. Second one is teaching you the environmental hazards and how to kind of use your
16
shapes
years
around that.
Where was I going? No idea. Just away. That's it. That was the plan. Not much of one.
This one teaches you how to work with your environment. How the fuck do I do this? Going up, that's right. So it's not as boring as it may seem at first. There is, like I said, some puzzle aspects to it.
They never guessed what I was doing. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I just walked right out. Someone realized I was gone. They shouted. I started running.
Desmond! Desmond!
Excuse me. This is actually really easy. Basically, that net there that we have to fight against, it only destroys blocks on the one side, obviously. So we could have just went for it and then plopped the block down on the other side.
I just ran and ran and ran. All that training was finally worth something.
Okay, so this one I actually do have to be a little bit careful on.
God, it was so dark when I left. And the forest. Endless. I didn't dare take the roads.
I mean, I could probably go for that one really tall one beside me there. You see that guy? Well, I'm going for it now.
Desmond! Where are you?
Hey.
Mother. Calling out. Begging me to stay.
So this part, I can't do
I
anything to
wouldn't.
speed up on.
I followed the hills down. Down until I hit a stream. I followed that to a river, and from the river to an old access road.
I almost fell off. Ah, sucked. I got stuck on the block there. I do like how this simulates water, though. It's cool.
I walked for hours that day. The summer sun keeping me warm well into the evening.
I thought I made that. I want to go up here, right? I'm pretty sure I do. That wasn't a slope I could stand on. Gotcha. I'm an idiot. I knew this.
Found a clearing after dark. Fell asleep beneath the stars. Never had a quieter night. Not before or since. Walking, too scared to hitch a ride. What the hell was I doing? Lost in the Badlands for a day. Felt like a week. Endless ocean of wrinkled earth. Can't believe a place could look so dead. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm gonna die here. Finally met some girls from Illinois. So bubbly, so kind. One day drive to Omaha, another to Chicago. Then somewhere, someone said to me,
If you've got nothing, you go to New York. That way, if you leave with nothing, people don't ask why. And if you leave with something, you are one lucky son of a bitch.
so that's where I went. New York City. Into skyscrapers and subways. Into filth and folly. Into the maddening crowds.
I just wanted to make sure he was done talking before I went in there. What, 3 down? Next. Part 4, Metropolis.
Memory sequence archived. Warning. Memory leak detected. Recalibrating Animus idle parameters.
So this one you don't want to
Back
get
to
hit by
work
those
when the sun
lasers,
goes
obviously.
down. Brooklyn JMZ into the city. Transferred Washington Square. Down to the Triangle. Rising from below like the living dead. Into the sun. The light shocking my eyes. Walking those 10 minutes between the subway and...
That sucks. I thought I made it through there.
The bar always felt so good. But that feeling never lasted. Some days the city's a vampire. It steals all your best moments. They come and go in seconds and fade away. You end up remembering only the worst.
I was gonna go for it there. Quickly decided against it.
Tending bar at bad weather. I just walked in and they handed me a shaker. Took me on for my ravishing looks. I think the owner had a little crush. My winning smile.
So there's a bunch of those hidden around. The
Hey,
only
what's
reason I'm
that
not going
drink
for
you
them is
invented?
because they're just for
I
multiplayer.
laughed at my past, laughed at my family, joked about everything. Even the end of the world.
And last time,
Shirley Templar?
Shirley Templar, what's in it?
The usual. I just had some gin.
Right on, photos.
Not gonna make that. I'm an idiot. That's all I gotta say. Thought I was gonna make that though. So before I joked about like deletion, but this is actually deletion. Obviously, if we hit the ground, we'll die. So I gotta drop one of those there.
There was a big dream floating out there. And every night I saw people dreaming it. I don't know how they did it. It takes as much money to smile as to pay rent in this place. The more I missed my family, the
remember
more
this
I
one.
hated myself for it. I told myself I wanted a new family. I wanted to start over.
Alright. It's not done. Next we get some music.
Hey, Des, you going to the after party?
I'm a little out of it.
Lights, action, bass drum. Mind-numbing. 124 beats per. Twice the speed of a beating heart.
And we back.
So where are you from?
He was raised in a cult or something like that. You know, out west.
My parents were conspiracy freaks. They live off the grid, in the woods.
Seriously?
God, they all look so good. The girls in their skirts. Batting eyes. Beads of sweat. Everyone was so
faintly
beautiful in
remember
those
this
flashing lights.
You want to dance?
I was a new man. Born again. Alone, but alive. Trying to forget.
Come on.
Let go, Desmond. Just let it go. Forget it.
Let's not get hit here. So we're kind of learning all of Desmond's story up to the point where we start in number 1, Assassin's Creed 1. Part 5, Regret.
Memory sequence archived. Warning. Recursive idle state instability. Stack overflow imminent.
This one's definitely my favorite one, by the way. Instead of everything actually being,
After 9 years of being away, my old bitterness was back. I was tired again. I didn't want to admit that moving forward might mean taking a step back. But the shine of the city had faded. The freedom I felt was hollow without old friends, without family. And then they came for me. Abstergo. They had been looking for me. I couldn't believe it.
Mr. Miles?
Yeah? I spent half my life trying to forget everything my parents taught me. Everything I thought was a lie.
Desmond Miles?
Yeah, what's this about? And suddenly, I wanted it all back. All that training. All that time. But I couldn't. Those days, they were gone. Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sake.
We know who you are. What you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. You've got something my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
Bastards!
might be fucked here. Nope. I almost had that. I screwed it up at the end there. I want to jump in there, right? Woo. It's like that. The elevator should be over here.
In a few short months, my life changed forever. I know my easiest days are behind me, but I don't want them back. Not now.
See what these things were doing. I'm actually not meaning to gain height on this either.
My name is Desmond Miles, and I am an assassin.
So if you remember this is the area in which the first game mainly takes place. This is where we met Lucy and the our first Templar, really. Outer World Templar. Don't really know how to describe it. This is where we learned that we were an assassin. Well,
I am an assassin.
kind of. Where the player learns. Hopefully all that worked out. It should have. Like I said, it's just odd that I have to switch between screens. If I remember correctly, this just gives us the Desmond outfit in-game, but we'll check out real quick. But yeah, that was the Desmond Miles stuff. There wasn't really anything there. The only other thing I have to do in Revelations is the Lost Archives. We still have that. I'll sit down and play through. There you go. Desmond Miles. Anyways, that's the end of this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say comment down below and subscribe, share as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.